So we have a little bit of a content drop today, at least a couple new 99s, I think maybe a new conquest map. And someone let me know, is this the first time that we've had captain cards this year? Because we've had captain cards in other years. Now, I will say, I know, for example, right, if we go to the collections and we go to the finest one, we see Cal Raleigh, like, he is a captain, but he's not a captain series card. So I'm wondering about the captain series cards specifically. Are these the first ones that we've had this year? This is the Captain Blizzard program, drop number 1. Now, I thought maybe they would just have a Captain Blizzard program and there'd be multiple drops added to that program, but it looks like it's going to end up being multiple different drops. And my guess is because season's over, postseason's over, right? Like, we already have some MLB 26 news, and it's basically the end of MLB 25's game cycle. So I feel like that's why they're probably adding some captains now, and one of the reasons they didn't have them all year long. So maybe if there was a switch hitting captain, for example, if they had these earlier in the year, then I feel like people would have been only using the switch hitting captain, for example, and you wouldn't have seen as much of diversity in team builds as I feel like we've seen this year. Even though I feel like this year we still saw a lot of the same cards over and over when I played, but I also feel like I don't have much room to speak with how much I played this year. But anyways, let's check out the Captain Blizzard drop number 1. 3 standard packs, 5,000 XP here at 5 points. 3 ballin packs at 10 points, 5,000 XP in our first new card of the day, Whitey Ford, World Series MVP captain. We're going to check out the attributes, and then we'll check out the captain boost for each of these cards. But starting pitcher, Whitey Ford, 120 stamina, 114 hits per 9, 114 pitching clutch, 100 walks per 9 to go with 95 control, 82 velo, 99 break, 4-seam slider, sinker change, and a curveball. Good pitch mix. The velo in the top right, kind of slow in terms of velo, but he makes up for it, I suppose, in that control you see in the top right. And then his pitch break is literally maxed out on every single one of his pitches for this 99 starting pitcher, Whitey Ford, that has break outlier and pickoff artist, also day player homebody. And let's see his captain boost. So the tier 3 boost is the one we typically pay attention to. 10 players who have won the World Series MVP award on your squad. Batting clutch, plate vision, speed, hits per 9. I'm trying to think of a potential team build, right? We have Corey Seager. We have Shohei Ohtani. Can anybody let me know other cards, other players, legends and current players that are going to fit that mix? Because I just feel like off the top of my head, right, I want to say maybe George Springer and Adolis Garcia, but like if I say somebody and they were never a World Series MVP, I feel like I'm also going to sound stupid. But please let me know in the comments, man, who is part of this team build? How is that team build going to be? We also have a deluxe pack in 20 points, and then same thing as the World Series MVP build, who was part of the 50 stolen bases club. I feel like a lot more guys are going to be part of this one. You could probably make a wider range of team in this one than maybe the World Series MVP one, but I'm also not too sure. Switch hitting Brian Roberts, though. I do love me Brian Roberts swinging MLB The Show. He's got max contact versus righties, 111 versus lefties, 92 power versus righties, only 73 versus lefties, 124 vision, 110 clutch for him, 83 fielding, 88 reaction, 75 arm strength with 81 arm accuracy. He's got 95 speed, 99 stealing. That speed can be maxed out if you get into parallel 4. For his quirks, he has Rally Monkey, situational hitter, dead red, day player, and Road Warrior. And then for the captain boost, we can see tier 3 boost. If you have 8 players who stole 50 or more bases in one season on your squad, you get 10 power versus each side, plus 10 batting clutch, and plus 10 fielding ability. Now, I could be wrong on this. I would say this is probably not the best Brian Roberts card we've ever had. If you use that boost, he does get better in terms of power. And I feel like I noticed this in previous years when they've had captain cards, and I don't know if anyone else feels like this is a thing. But if a player is a captain, it feels like his attributes are worse than they might be if he wasn't a captain, because they want to make room for the captain boost. Like if they just gave him plus 10 power versus each side compared to what he has now, I would say he would be better than he is now. But with that being said, then they maybe couldn't make him a captain, because if they gave him plus 10 to each and then also had the captain boost, it might be a little bit too good for a Brian Roberts card. But I always felt like I was kind of sad when a player that I liked using normally got a captain card, just because I felt like that player couldn't maybe be as good as they could if they weren't a captain card. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know, man. Are any of y'all going to use either of these captains? 50 stolen bases club I could see getting used a lot more often. I just don't know who's won the World Series MVP off the top of my head. That's not something that I remember. I'm a very casual baseball fan, but you got to get to 25 points. So how are we earning progress? If you have parallel XP 750 with captains, these include the Jolt, the Color Storm, the All-Star, the Neon, the Finest. These include those cards that have captain abilities. Buck Leonard, Yamamoto for the postseason captain, right? You can do this PXP in any mode. 10 strikeouts with pitchers who have won the World Series MVP. It gives you some of them. Hey, see, there's already some players I didn't know. Yamamoto, I mean, I knew Yamamoto obviously this year, but Whitey Ford makes sense because he's literally the captain. But then Bob Gibson, Riley Fingers, Randy Johnson, players who have won the hitters who have won the World Series MVP. You need 3 homers. Some of these include, hey, ask and you shall receive, I guess. Roberto Clemente, Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Corey Seager, Freddie Freeman. Stolen bases with players who stole 50 or more bases in one season. Ellie, Ryan Sandberg, Tony Gwynn, Corbin Carroll, Shohei. I don't know if I knew Ryan Sandberg did. But we also have 3 stolen bases with Orioles players. Gets you 5 points in the program. So do you need to do everything? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you do. So the PXP should be pretty easy. The strikeouts and homers should be pretty easy. Especially, I know most people nowadays just grind at LaGrasse, it seems like. But then 3 stolen bases, man. That seems like it's going to be the hardest. Is there any Orioles player? Somebody let me know in the comments right now if you know. Is there any Orioles player who stole 50 or more bases in one season? And the thing is, he has to be an Orioles card, right? It can't be so like someone who played for the Orioles but doesn't have an Orioles card. So maybe let me know if you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with any Orioles player who stole 50 or more bases in one season. But I'm never the biggest fan of programs that make you do every single mission available. I like when you can mix and match. But with that being said, these don't seem like super duper hard missions either. Now, we have those 2 new cards today. We also have a new conquest map today, the Sunset map. And I could be wrong, but I wonder if the Sunset map has a chase pack or has these premier packs, or if that's just along with some of the other maps that are available. But this is a pretty big looking conquest map. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. I think, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got 9 strongholds. If you conquer 40 territories, you get a deluxe choice pack. If you capture the Rays and Marlins, you get a deluxe choice pack. If you capture the Mariners and Pirates, you get a premier pack. This is not a choice one, though. This just gives you a random one. If you capture the Dodgers and Padres, you get a premier pack. If you capture the Blue Jays, Orioles, and Cardinals, you get a premier choice pack. And then, yeah, so here is a complete chase pack. If you beat this entire map, you get 5,000 XP and a chase pack. So I'm glad they've been adding more of these. The prices of some cards has really come down. We finally did our spending spree yesterday. But I still need, I think it was 3.3 million stubs. Exactly what I started with yesterday or something. I still need 3.3 million stubs if I want to collect every card. And now there's 2 more that got added today. Is there anything new in the pack shop? I would highly doubt it. Same Ian Happistole chase card. His price has just slowly but surely gone down and down. So let's take a look at the calendar. What can we expect coming soon? Pretty small Friday drop today. Coming, I believe, the 18th is next Tuesday. We have the Retro Finest program. Now, these are not Finest cards. These are not going to help you with the Cal Raleigh collection. However, they are just legends. Retro Finest can only... Actually... They did they can't only be legends. Sorry, that's a lie, man. That's a lie. It can be current players too, my fault, but it's from previous seasons, so they're not the 2025 finest. It's kind of like that stamp looking card, if y'all know what that is. I can show one here in a second, but then next Friday we have the new XP path, the next weekend classic, a new player program, and a new diamond quest. And then the new multiplayer and Captain Blizzard programs are coming on December 2nd. Wait, I got to see something. Is it really that long for the multiplayer program? 17 days. That would be... No, that's like December 1st, or no? Am I tripping? Wait, okay, that does line up, man. So is the weekend classic going to be like... Wait, is the next weekend classic going to be like 10 days long? Does anyone see what I'm talking about? So this is what I'm talking about right here. With this is Retro Finest, the stamp looking card, whatever you want to call that. But is the next multiplayer program, like, is the weekend classic going to be like 10 days long? It kind of seems like it might be. But if y'all enjoy the video, hey, feel free to drop a like. Very small day today. I think we have my finest team build coming pretty soon, either Saturday or Sunday. So gameplay videos should be coming back soon because I got to grind some ranked, man. We got 7 days. We got a week till the next weekend classic. I haven't played a single ranked game yet, but I love you guys. Subscribe for daily videos. You want to join one of these on screen, another on the channel. Can't wait to see what you think of these captain cards. If you're going to use either of them, down in the comments, let me know. But as always, hopefully I will see you in tomorrow's daily upload.